So I feel that you have completed all the exercises which have been stated in the previous videos. If not, please complete them and then continue with the second last part of this particular structures. So till now we have seen what exactly mean by structure, how do I declare a structure, how do I create variables of the structure, how do I access the members of the structure, how do I initialize a structure, and then we went on to see the implementation of structures in a programming format, and we saw how structures can be used in a nested form. Now, can I use the concept of functions with structures? Yes. Can I pass a structure as a parameter to a function? Now, basically when I say function, a function is nothing but a module which is going to appear outside main and is going to perform a specific task. To perform that particular task, we need to pass some arguments. In the function chapter, we have seen how these arguments can be variables. And in the array chapter, we have seen how to pass an array as a parameter to a function. Similarly, can I pass a structure as an argument to a function? Yes, of course, we can do that. Let's see how do I pass structure as a parameter to function in this video. Basically, when I wish to pass, there are two different ways to pass a structure as a parameter to a function. One we call it as value method, and the other we call it as reference method, which I'll be stating in the later part of this particular video. Now, when I wish to pass a value, the structure by using a value method, it means that actually I'm passing structure as a variable, structure variable as a parameter. Now, rather than speaking about the things in air, let's try this with a simple skeleton syntax. Now assume that I have defined a structure called as ABC. Presume that there are some header files which exist. I have a structure called as ABC and I have this particular variable M as a member of structure ABC. And rather than writing one more extra line to create variables of structure, what I did was I have created a variable at the end of this particular ABC itself. So it means that there is struct ABC and A1 is a variable of that particular structure. Now, let's start with this particular main code. Assume that there are some instructions which are there in this particular main. We are not interested in that particular part. We are now interested in how do I pass a structure as a parameter. Assume that your main does a task of reading values, doing the processing part, and I wish to display the value of M using a function. Now, I wish to call a function called as display. Now, do understand what exactly the brackets contain. The brackets at this particular place contain a member called as a variable called as A1, and A1 is not a variable of standard type. It's not of integer, it's not of float, it's not of character, it's not of double. A1 is a structure variable at this place. So it means that I'm trying to pass the structure variable in this particular case. So when I pass this particular display function, it means that main gets suspended for a while. Main will get suspended for a while. Now this particular display function is being called. Let's see this. So main is not yet ended. So main is yet to be completed. Now this is your display function, passing A1 as a parameter. Now A1 is nothing but a variable of type structure, and this A1 is a variable of a specific structure called as ABC. So hence what I need to do is I need to create a dummy argument at this particular place called as A1 again. If you wish, you can change this particular name also. When we pass values in the function, we call at the function call as actual arguments, and at the function definition we call them as formal arguments. So actual arguments and formal arguments may share a same name, but internally this structure is completely different from this particular structure A1. There is a copy which is created in fact internally. So in this I'll display the value of m as a1.m. Right? Now when I do this, I can come back after the display part and then come back and end this particular main code. So we call this as value method because we are trying to pass the value of the structure variable called as a1, which is copied again onto a dummy structure variable, and then it will be accessed using this particular dot operator. Now let's see the second type at this particular place. Now before I start with the second type, obviously there has to be a function declaration also. So this is your function call. Follow the arrows carefully. This is your function call. This is your function definition, and this is your function declaration. So function doesn't return any value, hence it is void. The name of the function is display, and this a1 is not of type integer, float, character. It is of structure abc, and so I'll say struct abc a1. Even if you write void display struct abc, that will be sufficient. If you write a variable, it doesn't make any difference at this place. So this is your function declaration. Now let's see how do I do it using reference method. In the reference method also, let the structure be as it is, structure abc int m and a1. Structure will not have much a difference whether you do it using value method or reference method. As usual, I am going to have some contents in the main part. Now I am going to give a call to the display function. When I am trying to call display function, in this case I am passing the value of the variable a1, but here I am passing the address of this particular variable. Whenever I pass an address of the variable, we call that particular method as reference method, and ampersand at this place is nothing but a address variable. So I am trying to call a function by name display by passing the address of a structure variable called as a1. So now display function is called. Now you'll find something unique. One display function is called as it is. A1 is the address of a structure called as abc. So structure abc. Now rather than creating a variable, I have to create something called as a pointer variable. If you have not heard about these pointers till now, check out some videos which will be posted for pointers also. So till that time, just remember that whenever a variable is declared with an asterisk symbol beside the variable name, it will be called as a pointer variable, right? So I am going to have a structure pointer variable at this place. So a1 is not just a variable, it is a pointer variable of type abc, and abc is a structure. So it is a structure pointer at this place. Now what difference does it make with a variable and a structure pointer? With a variable, I can access the members through a dot operator, whereas with a pointer, I need to use an arrow operator. An arrow operator is nothing but a combination of two symbols, a hyphen symbol followed by greater than. I am going to have a1 arrow m. It means that I am trying to display the value of m not through the structure variable but through the structure pointer at this place, right? So remember, whenever we pass address, we have to create pointers. Simple way, address, pointers. When it is pointer, don't say dot, you will be saying just arrow m, right? And then I'll come back and wind up with this particular main display function. Clear that? This is how we're going to pass the arguments at this place, and I'm going to write the structure function declaration as just asterisk, saying that this function is going to receive pointers, not the variable at this place. So when I say it receives pointers, receiving pointer may not be specific. I'm going to create a pointer for the address which is going to be received. Probably this statement is much more appropriate. We are going to pass the address, and for that we are going to create pointers at this place, right? It all depends upon what method you wish to use in your exams. If it is said specific, then you are supposed to use a specific method. If not, Value method is much more simpler, right? So the only difference between value method and reference method is we pass values, whereas we pass addresses. And in value method we create only the variables, and here we're going to have the pointers at this place. Okay, so do try to implement this into a simple code of your student class itself, the program which we implemented in the previous videos. Try to write a display function which will display the values of the structure members by value method as well as by the reference method. Complete that particular exercise and then come back and continue with the next video.